minutes, July 26th minutes and July 27th minutes are incorrect in stating it says a time was permitted for public comment and there was none. There was, as Bob stated, discussion about the meetings and the need for them and the fact of why you couldn't cancel it when you knew the Thursday or Friday before, and the public at the last meeting that the engineers didn't get the job done and it was going to be a moot point and there was no need for it, and then same with the next night. So there was public discussion about that. So they should read correctly.
Anybody else? Go ahead, Jerry.
Just, the thing about the Pennsylvania American Water on Delashon Road, is that something just going to like the trailer park, or is that? do you know what that
We
is?
actually have it here, we pull that out. I don't,
Also, I want to
yeah.
know, is it something that goes past the trailer park, like to my house, or what's?
again, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know, we have it here, we'll pull it out and we look at it.
Anybody else? Approval of minutes. Following minutes were submitted for approval: July 12th, 2017, regular meeting; July 19th, 2017, continued meeting; July 26th, special meeting; July 27th, special meeting; July 27th, 2017, special meeting with public hearing. Motion to approve the minutes for July 12th, 2017, regular meeting. Do you each one of them separate or all of them?
Make a motion to approve those as presented.
All the minutes?
Yes.
Are we gonna address JD's comments?
You can address it if you like.
Concerning the-
There's always
The special
people,
meetings, because there was some.
we always
comment.
have people that make comments at the meeting. If you read what the DCED puts out in regards to what should be in the minutes, it's actions or comments that are official testimony and items that bring about action. Or you'd have minutes that's, extremely long and not productive. I think that the minutes were correct. But if you wish to.
Can I comment?
No.
I got a question on that, Zach.
It's not a public question, JD.
What-
Where the board is discussing the motion that's on the floor.
Okay, and there's a problem with the motion that's on the floor, which is why I brought that up. And what Zach is bringing up is, I'm not saying you have to list every public comment. What I'm saying is, your minutes are
It
incorrect.
required no action of the board. If it had been required action of the board, I would have put it in the minutes.
Okay, the point is,
Now,
approving
there is
minutes.
no point to it, JD. You just want to talk, to hear yourself talk here.
Not
I
at all.
understand your
No,
point,
that's
okay?
your job, Doug.
Let's move the meeting
I was
along.
trying to make,
If you want- if you
offer
want-
a
if you want-
suggestion to
if you
do
want
things
change
right,
the-
when
if
you
you
have,
want-
your
if you want
minutes
to
are
change the
incorrect.
Then we can do that. I have no problem with that. So tell me
It
to
says,
change
"A
the
time was
minute.
permitted for public comment and there was none." That is an untrue statement, so your minutes are incorrect. Strictly trying to point that out for you to cover your butt to do things right. But you go ahead, Doug, just keep doing it wrong, not a problem.
If you don't do
Dave, take
this,
control of the meeting.
Gary, what's your opinion on it?
If the minutes are not accurate, any of you can make a motion to approve the minutes subject to amending a certain section.
Yes.
So, Zach, if you want the minutes of that particular meeting to be corrected to say that there was public comment, then you would make that motion as part of approving all of these minutes.
Well, I would
Point out the line if you want to change.
change the motion to reflect that
On which date?
Which date and where?
the
point of order, Mr. Solicitor.
the special meetings,
Point out exactly where it is.
For the 26th and 27th,
Yeah, 26 and 27, July 26 and 27.
change those meetings to reflect that there was public comment
Do you recall what it was on?
at those meetings.
Do you recall generally what the public comment was on? That should be part of your motion.
I believe it was about notification
Of
of
meetings.
I need to
meetings that
know-
should be canceled, is that right, JD?
I need to know where it is.
Basically.
Concerned me, so I was the one that complained about it. Now, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna go forward with this.
Just hold
I'll
on,
wait till
Bob.
Doug and Dave are done.
We have the floor, Bobby, you don't.
I don't care if you
John.
do.
Sir?
If they're not gonna stay under control, what are you gonna do?
This is a problem that you have though. You can't, if
You're out-
I
you're out of
wasn't
order,
here,
Bob.
you wouldn't know.
You're out of order, Bob.
He's- Fine, I'm out of order.
He's out of order.
Mr. Wright,
Write it down.
Mr. Wright, you don't have to stand up for me, sir, please. It's not necessary.
You want me to leave?
No, no, I don't. I want you to stay here. But you've made your point. They understand what they're gonna understand. And I don't want anybody here to get jammed up on anything.
Okay,
Either side.
they understand what little they can understand, I guess is what is a good way to put it. Because I was the one, now, suppose someone comes in. I'm not gonna stop for a minute, John, until I make this one point. You wanna remove me, that's fine.
I don't want to remove
But-
anybody, right?
The problem is, if somebody has a concern about a road or a condition, and they put it in public comments every month, and you don't write it down, if something happens and they go back and look at those minutes, it looks like no one ever did anything with it. So you need to put these things in. You don't just make up the rules as you go along, and that's what you're doing. Thank you,
Mr. Wright,
John.
point was made. Guys, I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you, please, I understand everybody's emotional about different subjects, but this is your meeting. This is your township, and I'm asking you guys to conduct yourself like the people you are, and just allow things, do things responsibly. I don't wanna take anybody out of here.
Point of order, Mr. Solicitor.
Okay.
Well, there's still a motion.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta be finalized here.
You get, that way you have to.
You made the motion, right, Zach?
Well, Doug did originally.
Well, but you changed
We'll change it, we'll change it.
Change it.
to amend the minutes.
Well, I move that we.
No, we'll just amend those, they're not approved yet, that's it.
Right.
We'll just make them
Just
change.
make sure you have this motion clear.
Is that change the word the way you want it worked?
That'll do, yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, Zach.
So, Zach, would your motion be to approve all the minutes subject to that particular minute being changed as you indicated?
Yes,
Okay, that's the motion.
26 and 27.
Yeah.
for the 26th and 27th. With additions, there was public comment made.
How do you vote?
That was for the 26, 27.
26 and 27. How you vote?
Okay, Mr. Ely?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Okay, announcements, is there any announcements?
I have none.
Additions to the agenda.
I have none.
When do you want to talk about advertising special meetings for the bid opening?
We can do that then.
All right.
You want to add to the agenda? Motion to add the following motion to the agenda to set the date for a bid opening, is that what you want to do? Is that for the bid opening or opening one or two?
You'll put openings in case,
For the opening or opening.
yeah. In case they have one for the roof.
Right. For what date?
August 31st. Six or seven,
Tell me, 6 PM?
6 PM. You have to make the motion.
I'll move that we will add a motion to the agenda to set the date for the opening or openings of bids for August 31st, 2017 at 6 PM. Let's just add the motion, that's not to approve the motion. Yeah, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any questions?
Mr. Feely?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
That motion is approved. And
No, we have to make a motion to advertise.
no, we'll see later in the agenda,
Later in the
on the
agenda.
last page.
Financial report, motion to approve the treasurer's report as presented.
I'll make a motion.
I will second.
How you vote?
Mr. Feely?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Old business, previously tabled items, none. New business, Tony Berlando of Brisker Verizon's property at Exit 1 wishes to consolidate 13 parcels he owns at that location. He is requesting that he be permitted to correct the minor boundary line error. The Donegal Township Planning Commission has reviewed this matter and has recommended accepting the change. Motion to approve Mr. Orlando's request for the minor boundary line correction on the property on Old Brick Road next to I-70.
Also move.
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Feely?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
I'll call up.
Yep.
Background, costs associated with municipal planning may be paid with the Act 13 funds. The township has incurred legal fees in the amount of $3,079.50 in regards to developing the zoning ordinance proposal. Motion to reimburse the general fund from Act 13 funds for $3,079.50 expended on municipal planning.
So moved.
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Feely?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, background, costs associated with the new township maintenance equipment storage facility may be paid for out of Act 13 funds. The township has incurred engineering costs in the amount of $10,172.25. Motion to reimburse the general fund from Act 13 funds for $10,172.25 expended on engineering costs.
It's on there twice, wasn't it?
What's that?
Okay. I should have done that twice in that motion, but that's okay. Also move.
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Feely?
Yes.
How about yes? Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Motion
Back-
carries.
Background, costs associated with infrastructure repair may be paid for out of Act 13 funds. The township has incurred repair cost of Ely Road in the amount of $7,728.36. Motion to reimburse the general fund from Act 13 for $7,728.36.
So moved.
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Feely?
Yes.
How about yes? Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Costs associated with infrastructure repair may be paid for out of Act 13 funds. The township has incurred repair costs for a culvert replacement in the amount of $5,576. Motion to reimburse the general fund from Act 13 for $5,576.
So moved.
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Feely?
Yes.
How about yes? Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Background, Donegal Township Board of Supervisors conducted a public hearing in regards to the proposed zoning ordinance on August 3rd, 2017. The board may consider action on this ordinance proposal. If adopted, it will be ordinance number 2-2017. Motion to adopt the proposed zoning ordinance number 2017-2 ordinance number 2-2017.
That, let's leave that number 2 off of it. Sharon thought it was number 2, but she wasn't able to just leave it blank there. So it would be whatever ordinance of 2017 believed to be
The next one in
the
line.
next one in line. It should be number 2. I will so move.
I will second that, but I have some comments, however.
Go ahead.
Okay. I will be the first to agree that this zoning ordinance is not a perfect document. Never will be. We've made about every change that anybody's asked for, I think, and it's still not a perfect document. But there are some things that it does that I think we need. One, it protects the township against unrestrained and unregulated residential development. It protects the gas and oil industry, as well as regulates the gas and oil industry. It allows the township some control over industrial and commercial development. And it protects agriculture. Most of the people that I've talked to, and I know that excludes a good many of the people here, but people I've talked to outside this meeting and this building, most of them are either neutral or they're in favor of it. And I think it's probably something that needs to be done.
Any comments? How you vote?
Mr. Ely.
Yes.
I vote yes. Mr. Prescott.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion to direct the solicitor to review and advertise an ordinance creating a zoning hearing board.
And the attorney has been provided with a sample ordinance from Northampton Township. And so there should be very little legal costs associated with drafting it. What it does is creates a zoning hearing board by enactment of this ordinance, which sets the number of members, which is 3. Provides for the naming and removing of members and alternate members, organization of the board, authorizes the expenditure of funds, sets forth the requirements of zoning hearings, establishes jurisdiction, addresses judicial remedy, provides for zoning hearing board functions in relation to variances and special exceptions, and defines parties appellant.
How many people are authorized on that zoning hearing board?
This ordinance would set it in place as 3.
3.
Yes.
Well, I think this community is established, we're not fond of 3.
Is there a motion to direct the solicitor to review that?
I will so move.
I'll second.
How you vote?
This will ask Gary, from what little review that you've done of that proposal, something we can work from.
It's a good start. I haven't looked at it.
Okay.
I just saw it tonight for the first time. I think
Okay.
you
Michael,
emailed him to Michael.
Michael has it.
He and I haven't talked about
Okay.
Where did the number 3 come from?
The municipality's planning code permits either 3 or 5.
And why not 5 rather than 3?
But it'll be difficult to fill 3.
I'm sorry?
It's gonna be difficult to fill 3.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Mr. Ely?
Yes.
I vote yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Motion to advertise for residents interested in serving on the zoning hearing board.
So moved.
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Ely?
Yes.
I vote yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Motion to advertise for applications for positions of a zoning officer.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
How much did they make?
How you vote?
Not opposed.
So you're just gonna open-endedly advertise for a zoning officer?
That's how it's generally done.
So you just write in your own income, or how are we gonna do that?
You ever hired anybody?
Generally, in a motion for a township, you put in the amount of money they would be making.
Not till we hire somebody, we have to set the amount of money.
Do you have a general idea? You just said we were running out of money.
I don't have any idea.
Mr. Sweat, do you have any idea what the average zoning officer makes?
Anywhere from $15 to $28 an hour, because most of them are part-time.
Should that information be in this motion?
No, I think that's something that they can negotiate with someone based upon their qualifications, their experience. So I don't think the salary has to be set in this motion. I don't believe so.
How you vote?
Ms. Feely?
Yes.
Vote yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Background, Southwest Energy has requested the township grant permission for them to conduct the geological operations in 2018 on 6.2 acres of Donegal Township, exempt property at RD2 Claysville.
I believe the RD2 Claysville is the old township building. I don't know because it's got the old description on here, the old, as an RD2. Plus, that how many acres up at the old building?
Something like 6 or 8, wasn't it?
That's probably it then, 6.2 acres.
Around 6,
Yeah.
I think they now hold the lease.
They hold the lease on?
I think that's been traded,
Okay.
because we did sign a lease for 6.2 acres.
That would be there then. Either there or down here at the sewer plant. I'm not sure which.
I think we signed it with Chesapeake, I think. It's been traded.
Yeah. I can tell from that map.
Is there a parcel number on it?
Yeah, there's a parcel
Do
number.
you want me to go look it up?
Yeah, wait, look it up.
Yeah, it'll take me a minute, but yeah.
I don't know the parcel number, but I don't
I mean, the lease gives them the right to conduct geophysical studies. But typically, they'll have a standalone request to come on your property. If you read the lease, they have a right to come
I
on.
don't see it now.
And that's part of finding out what the shell looks like, and it helps them make business.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to know where it is before we vote on it, which piece of property it is.
How much are you getting per acre for this?
For the geophysical, nothing.
Everybody
else is getting $5.
Money for it.
Excuse me,
Did they give you something in writing?
Well, he don't have.
I'm with Southwest Energy, I can answer your question if you
All
want.
right, you know where it is?
Well, it's more than one piece.
Okay, that's for more than, this is 6.2 acres.
Right, but it's more than one piece, I think that's a total. If you look on the, if you look on
I
the
thought
permit.
both of our parcels we have are more than that. Is
And we pay $5 an acre, just like everyone else. You will get,
that cash?
you'll get enough for a flag on what road. You owe them all.
You don't know the locations of where they are then?
No, I didn't, when I turned it in to the lady before, I believe it's more than one location.
Okay.
One's right where we're sitting, I believe. It's on this,
Yeah.
it's on there.
Spend that money on one place.
Yeah.
I can't see. You keep saying that, and I can't do it.
Next one up is that Pennsylvania American. Take long.
Nobody agrees with me, but I think Lakeland looks like you.
I think he looks important.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney looks like him.
See, she's a girl, so the girl feature doesn't do, but that's why I say.
That's it, yeah.
Well, I'm playing that one.
I don't.
I can't, he looks like Mama, he looks like Debbie.
How does she even know?
Now Frankie, I guess you're nice.
Since they're gonna be on 1 mile on the road.
Florenda.
Well, none of those are actually, you don't have to like,
What do you have?
Grayson.
He took one.
and then stick around
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Waiting on my list.
Maybe they want an address then.
Or the other end,
Other end of it.
but I don't know. But it anyway, it says a mile of
I'm sorry?
distance.
Well, that probably wouldn't go that far though.
I'm not,
A mile's just long.
crazy about
Yeah.
that.
So I don't know where 395 is, and I don't know if that means that's the story. It doesn't say there's no
You gotta
location.
understand something.
But it says a mile.
And it's supposed to be already done now.
Raising is conditioned to be a
She's
special
ready for
case,
720.
okay?
So they may have already done it.
Oh, well, that'd be great.
Well, more than that, he's also special, he's had special, more than just being a baby, he's been specialized. And then another kid comes on the scene, and all of this, hey kid, you're stealing some of my act.
Fun?
He will always be Jim's hero.
We're gonna have to wait and see, actually, right now is not the time to be making these determinations, but it does look that way.
That would be,
He will always be.
727 on United Pike, which is the old township building.
Who does?
Because it's all curly and the same colors.
Yeah.
It's a strawberry blonde.
I move that we grant this.
How you vote?
Mr. Ely?
Yes.
I vote yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Pennsylvania American Water, Casper, Lemzo and Son contractors applied for a road permit for Delashawn. Check accompanying the application for cutting 300 and $250 for hauling. A $4,000 check for road bonding also accompanied the application. The work is planned for July 17th to the 20th. It's already gone.
Should be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moved.
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Ely?
Yes.
Vote yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Tunnel Ridge has applied for a road permit for Buck Run. A check accompanied the application for hauling, $250. $3,000 check for road bonding also accompanied the application. The work is planned for July 14th to October 30th, 2017. Motion to grant Tunnel Ridge application for hauling on Buck Run.
So moved.
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Ely?
Yes.
I vote yes. Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Motion carries.
How do you, what's your?
Camden Zappy is requesting an easement for First Energy utility pole on Buck Run where the applicant wishes to build a home. Motion to grant a conditional approval for Camden Zappy's request for an easement for a First Energy utility pole on Buck Run Road. Approval is conditioned upon review and approval of Township's road foreman.
I believe that Michael, we sent a copy of this up for Michael to review. I don't know, we haven't heard anything back, so I don't know that there's anything legal on, as far as, we've not had an opinion on it, but the only thing we asked is that they don't put the pole where it's gonna be in a road, or a right of way. That's what the, we had to check out.
Maybe I didn't table it.
They can just give it, let's give it a condition approval. This has been sitting-
Subject as reviewed. If we don't see
This has
anything.
been sitting around for a while.
Okay, we'll look at it
Yeah.
and let you know if there's a problem.
Okay. I move that we give it a condition approval as long as it passes the reviews.
I'll second.
How you vote?
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
How about yes, Mr. Prescott?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Range Resources has filed for a holding tank permit at 1466 Tollgate Road, John Hunter Unit A and B rig. The permit was issued 7/24/2017 by the Sewage Enforcement Officer of Washington County Sewage Council.
Show that to Gary. Who actually signs off on this? What the red arrow is?
Well, Ray Calvert signed it as
Right.
enforcement officer for Donegal Township. I don't see why he wouldn't sign it again
No, we
once
wouldn't,
they start
we wouldn't be
construction.
doing
I mean, you're not
Yeah.
certified.
Right.
You're certified.
it. And we do
I
give
would
it,
contact him.
we don't need, I think we don't need any motion on this then, do we?
No. Is this going to involve the bunk trailers?
I don't know.
Do you know?
Doesn't say on here.
Holding tank permit, so I don't know.
I mean, anybody else would grant a holding tank for it, they have to give proof that they're dumping it, that they're having it pumped out.
It's part of the agreement.
Part of the agreement, so.
You need some information from Range maybe on this?
Okay. Make a motion to table, then?
Second.
How you vote?
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
All right, yes.
Was that the
Prescott?
table?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Last payment on the 2014 Peterbilt is due November.
I just put it on there so we wouldn't forget.
Okay. Additions to the agenda.
Motion to advertise for bid opening or openings for August 31st, 2017 at 6 PM. I will so move.
I'll second.
Any questions? How you vote?
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
I vote yes, Mr. President.